Alright, what's going on, Slime? Welcome back to some more Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, we're almost at the halfway point. We are almost done the longest part of the grind. We've done all of the headshots. We've got every gun gold. Now, we just need to kill 10 more special zombies. You can't see it because I had to save and quit, but I'm at 20 for this thing, the SWAT. The last gun I have to get Opal on. Other than DLC weapons, but I'm gonna do those after I'm done the camo grind for zombies. I'll probably do it before Warzone. I don't know. Maybe I won't, though. I have no idea. I mean, if you guys want to see that before I start doing the Warzone grind, I mean, just let me know down in the comments below. Now, I'm sure by now a lot of you have already seen the strat for Manglers and killing Manglers, as they're the only special zombie in the game. Basically, we're just going to sit here at round 11 in the directed mode, obviously, and kill Manglers as they spawn in. They should spawn one every round. Sometimes after you save and quit, though, it does fuck it up and you have to save and quit a few times. One spawned right there, as we see, or as you saw. Also, I'm recording back on my Elgato again. I updated the firmware. I reinstalled fresh install of the Elgato capture utility program and everything, which is what literally everyone says fixes it. I already have it on SSD, so it should be writing to it just fine and dandy. Okay, it's not shitty SSD either, so it should be fine. I don't know, I might be a fucking nerd, but I'm not good with some of this fucking computer shit and recording shit. I'm definitely not good with audio, which is why sometimes the audio in my videos is pretty fucking shit. I'm getting better at it. Okay. So around the time you're seeing this, it was a few days ago probably, that they ended up announcing the Game of the Year nominees. And a lot of people were pretty annoyed that DLC was there, Shadow of the Erdtree. But if you guys go back to my playthrough on this channel of Shadow of the Erdtree, the entire time I was, yeah, you can say glazing, but whatever. From Software always delivers, whether it's a fucking DLC or a full game. And also, Shadow of the Erdtree is basically a full game, okay? It's priced at like $50-some, which is what From Software games usually are, and in Canadian Monopoly money, which is what I use, of course. And honestly, that shit, I've played through it like probably 10 plus times now, and that shit's a full game. I don't care. So you already know, if you've been listening to me talk for the last 10 seconds, glazing Shadow of the Erdtree, my vote went to Shadow of the Erdtree. I mean, I think this year they actually did a really great job with the nominees. I think every game that's on there, DLC or full game, deserves to be there. I think Baltaro deserves to be there, or Balatro? I don't know how to say it properly. I've played it before, not a lot, but I played it a bit. That game was really fun. I mean, just personally not my type of game, but even not being my type of game, it was still fun, and I still enjoyed it. Astrobot, obviously that's going to be on there. That is literally like the game equivalent of a, of like an Oscar movie. Just a movie that you know is going to end up being at the Oscars, or at least nominated. It's basically that, but in video game form, and they did a really good job. Astrobot is fun. It's like 8 hours or so playtime, and I mean, I enjoyed the whole thing. It's fun. I could see myself playing through it again. It's just a fun little platformer. Other games we got on there is Final Fantasy VII. We have that up on there. I think that deserves to be there, obviously. I mean, I don't think anyone's disagreeing. I think that deserves to be up there. Wukong's up there, which is another game I played through this year, and I think that should be up there. That game's really good too. I like Wukong. I was even saying when I played through it, obviously I didn't make a video or anything on it, but when I was playing through it, I even said in my own head, I was like, this shit, Game of the Year. My Game of the Year, Shadow of the Erdtree, but you know, most people's is probably going to be like Wukong or Astrobot. But, you know, I've played through literally every game that is there on the Game of the Year nominee, and honestly, they're all pretty good. We also yesterday had Stalker 2 come out, and if you know me personally, you'll know I'm a big fan of the Stalker and the Metro series as well. Dude, why is he stopping? What the fuck? There, that's 4. We're at 24. We're almost done. So here's the thing. If this Opal camo pops, I'll be happy. I'm not 100% sure, though, if I didn't read the patch notes. I don't know if they made it so the directed method doesn't work anymore and you have to do it in normal zombies, which, I mean, I'll still do it. If they directed mode never came out, I still would have done this camo grind. If you know me, I've done the camo grind for any mode that there is one in literally like a majority of Call of Duties for the past like 9-7 years. However long they've had one, I've done it. I have no idea. I didn't read patch notes, so in 6 more special kills, we'll see if this shit works. I mean, I hate that there is no Mangler at the beginning. I think they should genuinely, I saw this little meme that was like BO6 zombies, oops all Manglers, you know, that like Captain Crunchbox or whatever. It's supposed to say oops all berries. It says fucking oops all manglers. I think for this challenge specifically, they should add that as a real mode. They should just add a mode called oops all manglers, and the entire game is just manglers. It starts you off with like whatever gun you selected at pack 2 at round 11 when the first mangler spawns in, and then every round they just spawn in an extra mangler, all the way up to like 50 manglers by the time you make it to round 60 or some shit like that. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't really care if they do add that now because your boy is almost home fucking free, so I'm chilling. Honestly though, for anyone who wants to go for a camo, like a mastery camo in this game, if you don't want to do the multiplayer one, which isn't really that hard, I'd say it's probably the quickest out of all of them for me, but that's as someone who's, decent, at least I'd like to think, at multiplayer. And also I've just played Call of Duty multiplayer for like fucking, 15 some years now, or some shit like that, 16 years maybe even, I don't know. So obviously I have a lot of experience in Call of Duty multiplayer just in general, so. But if you want to go for a camo grind that you literally don't have to think, like my brain was turned off a majority of this camo grind, and you also don't mind dedicating a bit of time to Call of Duty or just video games in general, then, I would recommend the Zombies grind, especially if you have shit to catch up on. Like, I wasn't watching anime or, like, new TV shows for quite a while, so I caught up on all that shit while I was doing this grind, because I literally would sit here, like, I have volume turned up now, just so that way there's some noise in the background as I speak, and it's not, like, a fucking shitty podcast or some shit. I mean, all my videos essentially are that, because it's just me yapping, and sometimes there'll be like some highlights, but you don't really get highlights in Zombies. I don't know what to tell you. Speaking of catching up on shit, specifically anime, I caught up fully. I hadn't watched the Swordsmith arc, like Swordsmith Village arc, or the Hashira training arc for Demon Slayer, and let me just tell you, okay, I've read the manga up to the Swordsmith Village arc. I didn't read any further than that because I actually really enjoyed the show, and I wanted to get surprised while watching it. Show, anime, whatever, there's some people that are absolute fucking, like, I'm a nerd, there's some people that are absolute fucking nerds that are like, why'd you call it a show? It's actually an anime. Like, bro, can we chill out? I messed up, sorry. Anyway, side rant over. I caught up, and that fucking, dude, I hate cliffhangers. And, like, there's some areas, some forms of media I think cliffhangers work, some movies and shit. But me personally, 90% of the time, I fucking hate cliffhangers. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the cliffhanger, if you've watched, the cliffhanger at the end of that fucking season, apparently we're not even gonna get any more seasons. There's gonna do a trilogy of movies, which they did some movies for all of the other arcs, I'm pretty sure, except for the Swordsmith Village arc, I think. But the season 1 and season 2, the first 2 arcs, they did movies for those, 2 and 3 they did. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, man. They did 2 movies so far, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. I'm sure one of you was gonna do that without me saying it, but anyway, and those movies were good. I enjoyed them, so I mean, I don't mind so much that's gonna be a trilogy of movies to finish off the series. It's gonna encapsulate all of the, like, the last arcs that are remaining and everything. Oh shit, wait. Let's go. That should be all 30. That's not all 30? Yeah, there it is. Opal Camo. Get 30 done in a single game. There we go. So tomorrow's video will probably be some, like, I unlocked ritual, but, sold my soul or some shit. No, it's not going to be that. But it'll be something about unlocking the ritual camo. I'll probably get a few done today. I've literally just got on it. It's like, what, 4:52 or some shit? Yeah, I turned on the clock in-game because maybe then I'll look up and go, oh my goodness, it's 3 in the morning, go to fuck to bed. You have to wake up in like 2 hours, 3 hours. But, probably won't work, if I'm being honest.